Today, we're going to cover my June dividend payments. It's my biggest month to date. We'll also discuss when is the best time to sell a holding, if there is a good time, as a long-term dividend investor. Let's go! Wow. Thanks for joining me, guys. June has been very good to me. Having been paid 24 times already, with 2 more on the way, I am ecstatic. Here, you can see my dividend income is growing steadily, and June is my biggest month to date. You can see the compound interest starting to accrue, and I can't be more excited. Okay, let's go ahead and open up my Google Docs here, my income tracker, courtesy of the Joseph Carlson Show. We start here in October. I was making 0. And then November, 15 cents, $1.45, $1.45, $2.48, $11.44, $10.37, $9.41, and then finally this month, June, $27.07, gives me an actual total income of the year, on the year, a $63.82. And then here's my average monthly income. You can see here it's steadily growing. And then my yearly income here, right there we go. June, we're getting close to 100. And then there's the Joseph Carlson Show, formulas and all that stuff. It was great. It was perfect for a new guy like me getting started. And here's the actual monthly income. So it's definitely a great tool to use. I'm not sure if he's still offering it up for free, but head on over to the Joseph Carlson Show YouTube channel. That's where I found it. All right, let's move over to my Robinhood dividend payments. All right, guys, let's go ahead and open up my Robinhood app. And oh, look, I'm up to $76.68, up $54 today. Not bad. All right, let's go to statements and history. All righty, show more. Let's go over to dividends, and I'll scroll down. All right, Wells Fargo, I got 1 share for 51 cents a piece. Not bad. All right, let's go up to Walmart. They're giving me 54 cents a share at 2, so that gives me $1.08. All right, Helmerish and Payne, 71 cents per share. Got 71 cents, not too bad. American States Water, 31 cents. All righty, Aflac. Okay, 28 cents a share. Alrighty, and let's see, Enbridge, 50 cents a share for 1. Alright, here's my long-term bond, 2 cents because it's only a fraction. Okay, let's open up Pfizer. Alright, 38 cents for a total of $1.14. Johnson & Johnson, 3 shares, $1.01. Alright, so 303 dividend. Okay, Emerson, 5 shares. Okay, ExxonMobil, 87 cents times 3. All right, not bad. It's starting to add up. It's starting to add up a little bit here. All right, $1.29. All right, Target, 66 cents. All right, Microsoft, 51 cents. Okay. LyondellBasell, 2 shares at $1.05, give me $2.10. Okay. Oh, Realty, one of my favorites, showing only 5. All right, Stag, I get 12 cents. They're an industrial REIT. All right, Consolidated Edison, one of my few shares there. McDonald's, $1.25 per share times 2. Key Bank, 19 cents a share. Okay. Linda, 1 share at 96 cents a piece. Alrighty. And RTX, Raytheon, 47 cents times 2. Alright. PSEC, Prospect Capital, 6 cents times 6. Shell, Royal Dutch Shell, 3 shares times 27. All right, that was a huge dividend cut. And then here are a couple of the pending ones here. Donaldson, I'm due 21 cents. And Pepsi, I'm due $1.02. So that does it for my dividend payments. Let's talk about when should you sell a holding. Now that we've covered my dividends, as fun as that is, let's talk about when is the right time, if at all, to sell. If you're a long-term dividend holder, you don't really want to sell unless you have to. So let's talk about this. Okay, number one, has your investment's long-term earning potential become permanently damaged? Over time, a company's earning will ultimately cause the price of its stock to rise. But if it's become damaged beyond repair, this won't be the case. For example, let's say Hertz. All right, Hertz has kind of been in the news lately. If it needs to sell its entire fleet of cars to pay down its debt and creditors, that would be something permanently damaging, I would think. As a long-term investor, this would be something to consider. Number two, has the price of the stock become excessive? This is one reason why we use the PE ratio as a metric when buying a stock, or ultimately, if we decide to sell. The mean PE ratio for the S&P 500 is 15, and eventually the market will correct anything too high or too low over time. But if you have companies that are both over and undervalued, well, in a well-diversified portfolio, this will help to keep things balanced over time. Number three, in your well-diversified portfolio, do you own an excessive percentage of one company? Most would rather own no more than 5% of a single company in their portfolio, no matter how well it's doing. To reduce risk, trimming this holding may be a viable option. Of course, each investor has their own risk tolerance. What works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. Number four, is there something better out there? Perhaps a holding with a safer dividend, a higher yield, or just a better business model in general? If you have a lukewarm holding at best, it may be worth looking into selling and moving on. And finally, number five, when considering selling a holding, how safe is the dividend? My stubbornness kept me holding on to a retail investment during the pandemic, and they've ultimately cut their dividend after 20 years. I should have seen it coming, but who knows, it may come back. It's obvious that you might want to sell after the dividend has been cut, but a savvy investor would sell before the cut. Now that we've checked out my dividend payments and some tips on when to sell, as a long-term dividend investor, I just want to say thank you for sticking it out with me this long. You might consider destroying that like button and subscribing. It's totally free, and you get to see where this crazy journey to financial independence is leading me. Thanks again. I love you guys. Take care. We'll see you next week.